Be honest. Have you actually read the ingredients lately? Because half of these words look like they belong in a science lab. So, what exactly are they feeding us? Check this out. When you really start eating healthy, and you're like, oh, I want a cheat day, there comes a point where all the fast food that you used to love, used to tear down, used to swallow. Have you ever been swallowed? It's nasty.
Y'all know why that Aldi's meal is $40, right? Everything's gonna be bioengineered, bio-made, fake. Everything, that's all gonna be fake food. It's all fake food. It's all fake food. That's why it's.
I have never seen apples like this before, y'all. I just cut this. Can someone explain to me, does this mean that these have like fake coloring on them? Like, why is it like this?
I just made a TikTok telling people in their 20s that they need to take vitamins. And people are all in my comments talking about food should give you that. Do you live in the US? Do you know that they're giving us fake food in Whole Foods?
Yo, Disneyland, they need to fix up. Because why is my chicken looking like this? Bro, I took a bite. I kid you not. This is why sometimes the UK is better than the USA. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It looks like it got soap in the chicken, y'all. Watch. Why is the chicken doing this? And this is supposed to be organic, hormone free, no steroid, raised, hacked, and harvested in the USA. It's acting like it got soap in it. What the fuck? They doing shit to our food.
I haven't had chicken going on 10 years now, and the same with beef. I was vegan for about 8 years, and I just recently started eating fish. But the more people I speak to, the more videos I come across, I keep hearing people say that chicken doesn't taste the same anymore. And I do think if you are one of those people who is experiencing this, I think it's your body's way of saying that it wants to try something different, whether that be cutting back on chicken or eliminating it totally. Whatever it is, you got to figure that out for you. Everybody is different. Follow your intuition. But I just want you to know this: in order for the food industry to feed all the people that they're feeding, you have to step on the product. And your health is not first, the money is. Perspective.
I was a smoker for years. I started smoking cigarettes at 15. I smoked Newport shorts in a box, okay, pack a day at 15 years old. What people don't often tell you about when you have a nicotine addiction is that it changes your taste buds. And people who smoke cigarettes, people who vape tend to not taste the salt in things, and they want more salt. They add more salt to everything. Okay. When I quit smoking cigarettes, when I quit smoking, I went to vaping. When I quit vaping, which by the way, quitting vaping is way harder than quitting cigarettes. It's so much harder. Anyway, when I quit vaping, I noticed that like everything I would normally season was salty as hell. And I have a conspiracy theory. My conspiracy theory is because everybody on the planet is vaping. The kids are vaping, the teens are vaping, okay? Every time I go get fast food, somewhere. It's super, super salty.
What is in this new ice cream we are feeding our kids? Is it petrified alien?
What is that?
And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's
And this fish don't seem to be real fish. Like, first of all, it looks like a sponge.
Guys, I don't think chocolate's supposed to look like this.
Cooked the potato last night and it wasn't hollow. Now the potato, no, because hold on.
Why the hell is this cheese not melting? What's going on? I'm gonna let it just sit on it for a second, cause what?
How do you know 3D printed meat is 3D printed? Well, look at that! Oh, no! Oh.
I'm about to make a salsa. Look at this. Freaking onion see-through. Clear. Look at that. Pull it up. Look at that. What the hell?
Are strawberries supposed to like do that?
Food in America.
At this point, I don't know exactly what we're supposed to eat. Okay, so somebody on this good TikTok app can enlighten me on what our current diet should be, because this is what's been going on. They say don't eat the shrimp, don't eat no frozen fish, because the frozen fish has been exposed to the mercuries, and the mercuries is killing you. So there's that. Then they said, don't eat the Tyson chicken, don't eat no chicken. If it's chicken, don't eat the chicken. At this point, I don't know what to do, because I love fish and I love chicken. And that's mainly what I cook. So, I mean, I cook hamburgers and everything else, but at this point, what are we supposed to eat? What is our diet supposed to consist of? I need somebody to drop in the comments what you've been eating, what you gonna eat. Because at this point, you need to be vegetarians.
Petroleum-made blueberries in America's #1 breakfast. Thomas's English muffins just got banned from Whole Foods and school cafeterias after their blueberries were traced to Blue 1, Blue 2, and Red 40.
Thomas's didn't just fake the blueberry. They bonded petroleum to aluminum and fed it to kids. That blueberry color starts as literal coal tar, scorched into aniline, the same petrochemical used to make rubber, bonded in 3 aluminum-locked dyes, including the same blue used in Listerine mouthwash. That vat is then dumped with real blueberries, only 2% by weight, crammed into bleached wheat dough, sealed in plastic, and shipped as breakfast. Flagged artificial flavor, a loophole hiding up to 100 undisclosed chemicals. Comment app to scan safer alternatives.
I don't know if anybody's been going through this lately, but I feel like I've been having a really hard time with food. Like, I just don't want to eat food. Nothing tastes the same anymore. I'm like tired of all the options. When I think about like what I'm having for dinner, it's just like it's such a struggle to figure out like what I want to eat, because nothing is like calling for me, like, or calling out to me. Everything just, I don't know, it just, nothing tastes the same anymore, and I just feel like I'm so disappointed from like all the videos that I've been watching about like, how all of our food is literally poison to our bodies, and how the FDA is basically not even doing their job. And I don't know if that's like what's got me disappointed in food, or if there's more going on. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but like, please let me know. Like, do you like to eat still?
The soil here is dead. When I was in Israel back
That's why everything is manufactured.
Listen,
Food.
it's dead. The food here is not food. When I was in Israel back in I think it was like 2008, I was in Galil Gabo. I went to Tel Aviv. I had never tasted fruit before. Like, I love fruit. But it was taste, and I see why they're fighting over the soil. It was a whole nother taste. The food was different. The food in Ghana is different. The taste, like, I'm telling you.
Did it taste great immediately, or was it an acquired taste?
It was great immediately. What you think a great strawberry tastes like, and you have it in another place, you're like, man, this is dead.
Mm.
Even your stomach. right? You know, your gut is really like the mouth of your soul. So if your gut is the mouth of your soul, what you put in replenish the body. If we're putting in fake foods and eating dead corpse and all this craziness, our minds, we're interrupted.
Guys, what is wrong with the food in the US? Because I bought this apple, I kid you not, well over a month ago. It's been sitting in my fridge, and me and my fiance were like, we don't want to eat that. It's been in there for so long. But like, it did not shrivel up. It does not look different at all. It's in a bag because I cut it in half like maybe 2 to 3 days ago. Just put it in a bag. It's not even browning. Like, this is not normal. It's like literally creeping me out to look at it. Like, we're being fed fake food because, and I'm sure people are gonna be like, oh, it's the wax or something. Like, anytime I've bought an apple, it does not last this long, and it should definitely brown when you cut it, especially after a few days. Like, that's really weird. I don't know if it's just me. Actually, it's not just me, because even when my cousin like was visiting from Costa Rica, um, she said there was like a broccoli in her fridge for like 3 weeks, and she went to go throw it out, and she was like, "Why does it look completely fine? Like the food there lasts days. Like it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It tastes different, it looks different, it feels different. All the food here is like perfect and like weird. I don't know. Anyway, bye.
To see how long it would take for it to melt. 12 minutes on the counter in a normal home, and it doesn't really look like it melts. I gave it more time, and after about 23 minutes, this is what it looked like. You guys, the next day, 15 hours later, this is what the ice cream sandwich looks like.
Is this what fake cheese does? It doesn't melt, it just kind of blooms like it's finna burst or some shit?
Okay, what is up with food in America? Because look at this jelly. It's like goop. Usually, when I remember being a kid growing up, the jelly would be like a thicker consistency.
I was cutting my beef, right? And for some reason, I just thought about putting a fucking magnet on there.
I was just eating my chips when I felt something big.
No, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Y'all, I swear I've had this watermelon for maybe 4 or 5 days. Went out of town, came back, it literally exploded. Look at this.
I've been noticing something as of lately. Whenever I eat food or whenever I go out to get food, it just doesn't really taste the same. And I mean, even when you buy store-bought meat or store-bought food of any kind, it just doesn't really taste the same. It just tastes off. Well, not only does it taste off, it looks off as well. Now, I'm not one to be a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not one to, buy into these crazy ideas, but I really do think that food quality has gone down recently or lately. Because not only is this the case, I've also been noticing that I've been feeling unwell when I eat certain foods. So I've just cut those foods completely out of my diet. Now, the main offender for this, I feel like, is meat of any kind, just meat. Meat nowadays just seems off, whether it be the color or just the taste or how it cooks. It's just off. We deserve to have good food in this country that isn't actively making us more unhealthy and making our lifespan shorter. We deserve to have actual, real, healthy food. Not food that's infused with a bunch of chemicals, not food that's infused with a bunch of preservatives. Real, nourishing food.
So this morning I made turkey bacon from Butterball. Let me show y'all what happened when I cooked it on the stove and air fryer and how plastically just look at this. This, hold on, I gotta turn the camera around. This is crazy. This is what happened when I put it in the air fryer for 2 minutes, okay? And when I tell you this is like plasticky, and the way the house smells, Mom, what does it smell like in here?
Smell like toxic fumes. I feel so dizzy.
Yeah. Look at this. This is like, it's like styrofoam. Like it feels like styrofoam. Look at that. It out of the air fryer. The entire air fryer was full. This whole thing was filled up. It was actually popping out. Like it had expanded and then now it's shrunken. But look, I didn't even pick it up and it just fell apart. Look at that. I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. This is trash. Butterball, you've got to do better. This is what happened when I cooked it on the stove. And we were like, this doesn't look right. Look at that. It looks like, look at that. Look at that. It doesn't even look like real food. This is insane. So guess where this is going back to today? Just like this. Just like this. Just like this. Yes, I'm taking this back along with that modified fruit that we got from Kroger. That's so great. Okay, hold up. I couldn't even end this video because I went to the sink. So I'm cleaning out the sink. And now, of course, nothing is crumbling, cracking. Look at that. Remember how easy it broke before? That is not. What the?
Are strawberries supposed to like do that? Look at that. I dug this out of the trash because I wanted to show you guys these strawberries, and they were really squishy and they felt very rubbery. This is the strawberries that I dug out of the trash, and we're always talking about how, oh, the food's different, the food's different. So I bought these at Target the other day. This is the non-organic brand, but I went and grabbed this La Bella Vita, and this is the organic ones that I wasn't paying attention to. I didn't even know it was the same brand. These are hard. I don't feel any squishiness. Okay, let's cut into them. Weird squishy one. Does this consistency look normal? Let's do another one. Like, what is this? This is the new batch that's not squishy. What is this? This looks completely normal. Let's look at this one. What's going on? Here's the comparison. This feels weird to me. Look at this. That's not okay. I need to know if you've experienced this because I did not serve this to my kids today. And yes, these other strawberries are very shiny, but they at least have the consistency of strawberries.
I have a theory about why none of us like food anymore, why food tastes disgusting, why things taste different, why we get hungry, but we just like can't find anything appealing.
Guys, I have a problem. I'm starting not to like to eat food anymore. And if anybody knows me, they know that I love food. So that's a big deal. Not just that, but food, period, just seems like it's starting to taste more and more disgusting. And I can't even describe it. Like, it just doesn't taste the same like it used to.
So about 11 years ago, I moved to Virginia, and one of the first people I met, she lived on a farm and she ate like only local food. And she was talking to me about eggs one day. I don't even know how it came up. And I was like, what? Eggs are eggs. And she was like, no, they're not. And she brought me an egg from her chickens. And when I cracked that shit open, it literally, like from that moment on, it changed my whole attitude about food. And the thing is that when I cracked the egg open, it was a shade of orange that I've never seen in food before. And that is because it was from a healthy chicken. The chickens that are raised for us are raised in like generally really horrific conditions. Like if you've never seen a truck barreling down the highway with hundreds of chickens on the back of it, like crammed into tiny cages, like I see it all the time around here because it's a rural area. It's absolutely awful and heartbreaking and gross. But this chicken was healthy. It was free range. It ate not just like feed, but it ate like table scraps and all this other, like the things that chickens are supposed to eat. I mean, there's actual eggs in the grocery store labeled as vegetarian. Chickens are not vegetarian. Chickens should not be eating vegetarian. They root around and they eat bugs and stuff. Farmers that raise chickens for factory production, their chickens are not living in those conditions. And that's why that egg looked different. Not only that, it was harder to crack. The eggshell itself was thicker and harder because it's from a healthy chicken. That's what eggs are supposed to be like. They're supposed to have thicker, harder shells and deep, orangey yellow yolks. That's how you know you have an egg from a healthy chicken. Like when you are completely disconnected from food, the way that all of us are, I mean, the majority of Americans rely on factories and companies and grocery stores for our food. And so we're not growing it. I mean, there's actual, like, even check where you live, like, there's actual city laws and ordinances that sometimes prevent people from growing food. I tried to get chickens legalized in the city where I live, and one of the biggest opponents was about a half hour from us. There's a whole bunch of like poultry factories, like processing plants. They were not happy. And the poultry growers who like raised chickens for them in these disgusting conditions, they were not happy. They literally like argued against it and tried to say that if we had chickens in my city, like just our own chickens that we raised for eggs, then we would put their chickens at risk because our chickens would get diseases and it would be passed along to their chickens. I shit you not, this was an argument. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but my point is that until you have just, if everything you eat is disgusting, and I know this is hard because there are food deserts in America where like you can't get access to fresh local food. But if you're able to, and also by the way, this is more expensive. So financially, I know it's not always possible. But if you're able to do it, get yourself an egg from a local chicken. Get yourself, here's another example. My youngest son fucking hates carrots. We went to an educational farm and they gave him a carrot to try and he did not want to eat it. And he finally gave in and tried it and he loved it because it tastes completely different than the carrots that you get in the grocery store. I didn't know that carrots came in a variety of colors. They're only offered certain foods in grocery stores. My whole entire life, I fucking hated sweet potatoes. They made me gag. And then I'm not allowed to grow food where I live. I'm not allowed to plant anything in the ground in my apartment complex. I started gardening a little bit at my partner's house, and someone local gave me purple sweet potato slips, and I managed to grow some. And I'm thinking, like, it's just for my partner. I fucking loved them. Like they're delicious. They're now one of my favorite things to eat is purple sweet potatoes. So anyway, my theory is that whether we're conscious of it or not, we are, as a society, we're tired of being so disconnected from our foods. We're tired of being fed factory food. Like a lot of the food that we eat is created and it's disgusting. We're getting sick. There's listeria, there's E. coli. That's all from dirty equipment. I don't know. My theory is that we're just tired of the processed shit. And so many of us don't know that there's alternatives out there and that they completely taste different. The sad part is that, like, food that does taste good, like local food, farm fresh food, food that hasn't been processed, like, it's all so much more expensive than the garbage in the grocery stores. And the garbage in the grocery stores is already getting more and more expensive, but there's fewer farmers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it, but I'm telling you, like, just give it a shot. If you're sick of food, if you think everything tastes disgusting, and if you're able to get something local, just try that. Just even try stuff that you've never liked before. If you've only ever eaten it from a grocery store, try it from a local farmer.
Now it's your turn. Tell me what's disappeared from your grocery cart for good. And if food keeps changing like this, what are we supposed to eat for the next 5 years? Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and make sure you follow for more. Happy every day.